Okay, so another video I'm putting up here is just what to do with your paper once I send it back to you. Now, some of you have already been working on the ones I edited, but some of you haven't. And it occurs to me that not everything I've done is something you've seen before. So I'm going to share quickly with you if I can. Where the heck is it? There we go. I'm going to share with you, if I can, just what it is I might be looking for once I send it your way. So you'll see that I'm using a paper here that a student in my grade 12 class last year sent to me. But you'll see all throughout the right side of your paper that I've put all kinds of comments, just like I did for her here. And keep in mind that more comments doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with the paper. In fact, sometimes the better the paper, the more comments I feel the need to put on it, because I think it has the chance to be really good. So don't be discouraged if you see like all kinds of things. This ended up being a paper that Alea did very well on by her. I think her third draft was her final one. But so for example, here I've put no need to tell me how many reports you've written in the title. I've provided a comparable example. Once you've dealt with this comment, the question is, what do you do? So if you'll see that to put all of your comments in, I worked in the review tab. And you'll see that once you're on that comment, one of the options here is delete. And when you've dealt with one of my comments, there is no reason not to delete it. And again, you can click this comment here. And once I've said, oh, add your email address so I can send your comments back to you. This was before I had people submitting them digitally. You don't have to worry about that. But once she had done so, she could say, oh, I'm going to delete it. And so she would come here and put a line in and then put a made up email at fakemail.com. If you look, you'll notice that Word is underlining everything she puts in red. And that's because I have a mode set on, also in the review tab, called track changes. And I do that because as I make changes throughout, I've asked Word to keep track of them so that you can see what I've changed in your paper. But you don't want to do that as you change it. So you'll want to turn track changes off. And you can do that just by clicking here. And once it's turned off, you'll see that now I can edit freely. All right, and it doesn't underline it in red. Now the question is, what about this thing that is underlined in red? What can I do with that? Well, you'll see up here with changes, there's an accept or a reject button. If you press accept, the change, boom, becomes part of the document. If I say reject, it'll go away. So you have a choice of whether you want to include the changes that I've made to your paper or not. And if you look here, there's a thing that says previous or next. If you press next, it'll take you to the next change I made. And it'll actually take you through comment by comment by comment. But it won't just take you to comments, though mostly that's what I put in. You'll see also sometimes where I have actually done a physical change. So like here right now, she said the law states the enthalpy change is independent to the reaction pathway, and I've changed it to of the pathway. So I've actually made a change right in her text. And again, if she accepts both of those, it stops being highlighted and the change I made is just in there. And of course, you don't have to accept any of my changes. You're welcome to reject them, but there's advice. So this panel here handles everything. So the main takeaway being, make sure that you turn track changes off. And then as you go through, you can click on my comments and just press delete and the comments will go away. And then I didn't do any handwriting on any of yours because that can be tougher to get rid of. So I've learned my lesson and stopped doing that. So you shouldn't see any handwriting on yours. And again, go through with that. And hopefully that makes some kind of sense. If you have any questions about how to do that, just let me know. But the two main ways that I've added your papers are by adding comments, which you can get rid of just by clicking the comment and pressing delete, or by actually making changes right in the text, right here, where instead of can be released outside of the system, I put from, and all you have to do is click accept or reject, and the changes will either stay and become permanent or go away and go back to how you had it written before. And it's as simple as clicking and saying accept or reject. So I hope that helps. Any questions, email me, phone me, come visit my room, ask me in class, whatever you like. And yeah, that is that. And now I'm struggling. Okay, goodbye. See you.